Alright, welcome to another episode of the Anno 1800 series, and we're waiting for our HUD to load in. But it also looks like we have a quest that needs our immediate attention. So, let's see if we can trigger it.
A fire broke out.
I don't have time for you! Let's go ahead and sound out an extra one. At least they fixed that error, where you're getting the wrong HUDs. Seem to have fixed it. We need to come into its bubble again so that, what is it? I want to say Meryl? Is it Meryl?
Halyard, sheets and braces.
That she'll ask us if we want to escort her. But what is your name? Beryl. I'm gonna call her Umara.
Toot toot,
There
time
we
to
go.
leave.
Toot toot. Alright.
Frigate commencing
Let's go ahead and escort. Let's see how this goes. I think we're also waiting on the expedition. It seems it doesn't need our attention yet, so we're doing good there.
The fire has been vanquished.
Oh, good. Glad to hear. Oh my god, we have a quest that's going with the wind. Almost every quest I do, it's the opposite. Oh, here we go. We've got a fight going on.
Ship under attack.
Look at them go. They're like, we don't mind. Do you want to, like...
You can rely
Yeah,
on
there we
us.
go. That one's gonna stick with them, but these guys are gonna go down. One down. And, second one down? Oh, nope, we have one more shot. There we go. So these two will hopefully catch up soon. I don't know if the escort missions are the type where everyone will slow down to the rate of the slowest ship, or
Admiral! Admiral!
I will be with you in a minute. If it'll be hard for them to catch up. I kind of want to stick with these guys and make sure we get where we're going. Which I have a feeling is right there. Fingers crossed, because that would be one easy quest. We'll see. Man, if I'd known that was the old escort, I wouldn't have waited for such good ships.
Me regulars could learn a thing or two from you.
Blimey, there must have been one hell of a celebration. We could hear them screaming from miles away. Everything went quiet after a while, though. How very civilized of those upper classes to leave without a riot and clean up after themselves. What are you talking about? That quit. Trying to find the location of this. Here?
Our cruise was just as full as last time.
I have no idea what that was about, unless it's about the quest? I'm not sure. Did my ship keep going? No, we're here. Okay. And the Endeavor. That's a little bit of a concern. I don't know why I have it here. I was using it to transport stuff back and forth. Hopefully that's not the case and I've forgotten what I need. Let's check on Capsicum and see that all is well here. Alright, we seem to be doing really well. I'm starting to sell the extra 5. Just simmer down, guys. So everything else seems to be going well in Capsicum. And then over here, let's check. That's a fishery. Does this guy help? Nope. I guess we'll hear. Look at the consumer goods. Okay, it seems like we've gotten the schnapps and the clothes working a bit better, because that was something we were struggling with. But it seems like it's going better now, which is good. We've got canned food on the rise, so the artisans should be quite pleased, except for they need sewing machines next, which we'll tackle soon. Just give me a minute to celebrate what I've got, okay, artisan? Alright, now let's check with the captain.
Be our guide.
Alright, cornered by a fearsome Perforian vessel, your expedition has reached South America at last. The crew are looking forward to some well-earned rest. Night has fallen and your ship is already in the tranquil bay when the lookout screams behind us. There, looming in the darkness, gleams a dragon of iron, its nostrils livid with fire. It's a vessel that killed Mr. Good, but this one must be twice as large. We are at their mercy. However, the bay is hidden from the bright gaze of the moon, and it is possible that the dragon has not yet spotted you. If you choose to show yourself, you cannot expect to be a match for the dragon, only to somehow hinder it long enough to flee. So now we can see how much success chance we have. So 20% chance to succeed if we fight our way out. And we have a 25% chance of taking advantage of the darkness and trying to sneak by. So let's give that a whirl. They are not discreet enough. Some fool still has their lantern lit. You give away your position and the iron dragon suddenly changes course. Its mouth yawns wide above your little boat, and from it, the first plumes of fire melt the men at the taffrail. The two holes are close enough for boarding, but there is too many of the rogues. You can try to target the flaming cannon, or attempt to outrun them before the dragon's breath replenishes once more. Okay, 10% chance to try and outrun them, or 20% chance to aim and disable the dreaded cannon. Well, let's go with the one with the highest chance. The shot finds its mark. Canisters of gas fueling their weapon whistles free of its housing and blows fire spasmodically about the deck. Some of the mystery of the enemy disappears in that instant as the crowd crows fight to regain control. As your crew escape, they are forced to pass close by the enemy and see the gnarled and hateful iron of the bows and boards. The army of mocking masks and the fire pit of a mouth that could easily have been their end. The expedition may be free to find Sarmento now, but it is worrying that the Porforians also seem to be one step ahead and possess such a fearful machinery. Your crew set up camp in a secluded inlet further up the coast, where they begin repairing the ship. Your captain awaits command, so we can have them come home. We can continue, or we can provide extra rations and continue. And up here you can see how it'll affect their morale. We have plenty of beer, so let's give them beer after surviving that. And send them further on. Now let's take a look at switching this. And then looking into the sewing machines. What did they take? Coal, iron, furnace, wood, this. Okay. Let's take a look over here. If we select this guy, we have plenty of raw iron. We don't have a whole lot of coal. Got some steel already cooked up. And we do have extra wood right now, but that's probably because we're not using boards all that often. But let's go ahead and place it. Wow, that's a big one. I wonder if it'll cause as much pollution. Because if it doesn't, it'd be nice to put it away from there. We'll go ahead and draw a line around there. Maybe fill in this part too. So the street just kind of looks like it continues over. Doesn't seem to be polluting quite all that much. I wish there was some kind of indication of like maybe the area the pollution will create, or just if it does or doesn't create it. It'd be good to know. So the next thing I think I should probably do is maybe get this running. So that'll take away 50 workers. Alright. And we'll go ahead and should go straight out like this. I'm quite tempted to get rid of this guy. So 30 seconds it creates it versus 15. Alright, we don't need that much, I don't think, so I might get rid of this for now. We can always put it back if we need it, and then get another warehouse out here. It'd be nice if one of these would start using it. just because then this one's not getting super used. That we'll also be able to use this one for anything we expand out this way for. Which will be good. Alright, so we've gotten some good stuff done. We've gotten the sewing machines going, and it doesn't seem to be polluting yet. Let's go ahead and get another row of these so that we can upgrade some more artisans. I hate this. This house. Why you gotta be so rude and not upgradable?
I like being oppressed.
We could get something
Ceasefire has ended.
that would make this reach further. That would be really nice. Because then we'd be able to upgrade that. But for now, I believe all of these guys can be upgraded, so we'll start here. Maybe just 3. Yeah, and then... Is there any more houses planned out here? Not yet, so we'll go ahead and get these guys started. Yeah, there we go. So we can look up here and see... This is where we're trying to get... Actually, I think this is where our crew is. They're pretty close. So I think sometimes you can see it. But you can actually kind of scroll around. Kind of see a little bit of the area. It's not huge, but you can see some of it. Let's go back into the old world.
We have the devil to pay.
Hello, Captain. I was just talking about you. Let's see what they've got.
Help us, Admiral.
Finding Sarmento. A marker on your map with an S, says local man Ramon, whom Sir Archibald sent to accompany you. Why not an X? Says the captain with an air of disappointment. Sarmento, said Ramon, his eyes sparkling with life. Finding her is the key of it to everything. Having traveled for many days along the New World coast, it is now time to decide how you will travel on from here. Ahead is a broad, brown river mouth, inviting you upstream, its perils awaiting, unseen beyond its bends. Perhaps a route over land will be more forgiving? Says the navigator hopefully. One look at the dark and forbidding line of trees would suggest nothing could be further from the truth. But which is the lesser of two evils, Admiral? Oh no, there's nothing to help us make a decision. Take the ship of river, head into the jungle. Well, I kind of feel like you can try to take the ship upriver, and if things go badly, you can then take the jungle route. Whereas if you start out with the jungle route, you've left your ship behind. Try upriver? The Porphyrion dragon is back on your tail. It seems hard to believe at first, but the distinct chugging of the engine and the black smudge of smoke above the rigged line of the clawfoot mangroves is unmistakable. Your men, who have settled long enough to admire the proliferation of yellow flowers on the southern bank, suddenly find themselves at the mercy of twin horrors. Beyond the next bend is a set of devious rapids frothing down towards you, and with the Porphyrion dragon fast approaching, time is in short supply. There is a very narrow beach at one side, through which a vessel capably navigated may just about fit. Alternatively, blasting the high cliffs could block the Porphyrion's way. So we have 20% chance to fight the cliff between you and the Porphyrions, and we have a 10% chance to fill the sails and power up the rapids. I wouldn't want to do this because I'd be afraid of what destroying part of the ecosystem would cause, but it's our most successful, so... The cannon fire has precisely the desired effect. With a bellowing crack, the high cliff spills several hundred tons of orange sandstone into the river. Having contemplated this new obstacle, the Iron Dragon turns and disappears back downstream. With the rapids ahead, you are forced to admit the river has taken you as far as it can. You must decide whether to continue across a marsh of uncertain depth, or as Ramon suggests, through a nearby network of caves. So we have a 25% chance to successfully enter the marshes and 10% to find a way through the caves. While I'd want to listen to Ramon, because he's our guide, this one is the... I feel like every time I'm like, use a logic, it's gone poorly so far, but let's do this. A waiter is too occupied with the myth of 50-foot anaconda to see the real danger. A mass of driftwood he reaches for are in fact caiman, sinking their teeth deep into his torso, for which there will be no remedy. Hours of pensive tramping later, your expedition combs into the seemingly unmarked clearing above the S marked on your map. But what's this? A young sailor reveals a mossy bunker in the forest carpet. Long since deserted, he laughs. Your information must be out of date, Ramon. Many years out of date, calls a voice in the trees. There is a rustle in the foliage as rifles poke through all around you. You, a crowded man, appeared and pointed at your direction. Come with us. You are shackled and blindfolded, and after a long boat journey, you find yourself before the woman you believe to be Isabel Sarmiento. Who are you? She demands, and why are you here? I'm really freaking struggling to read today. And of course it's the day with lots of reading. Alright. So we have some choices. We are here on the behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. I am the child of Samuel Good. Or the Porforians are after us.
You've no face for poker.
I'll be with you in a bit, Omara. Definitely not the first one, because the Queen and her are not seeing eye to eye right now, so that's not a choice. I am the child of Sam Good. Which seems like a weird statement, because does that mean we're there with them? Like, I don't know. There's things with, like, the people talking to each other. I'm like, you guys are actually, like, boat rides apart from each other. How is this happening? Let's go with they're after us.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Yay! Isabel sighs. She rests her hands on the window ledge to gaze across the turquoise waters. Then you are against the Porforians. I've heard reports they tried to stop you with the Iron Dragon. She exhales nervously. I did not believe it, and yet you've risked your life to come here. Isabel motions her guards to release you. I should at least hear what you're planning to do about all this.
So, you found us. Take a look around. What can the henchmen of the Empire do to us that the Porforians haven't already?
Please, Miss Sarmiento, we come here only to prove our father innocent. Samuel Good.
Good? The man that sold Her Majesty's precious island to me? He is just as guilty as I am.
I don't know about you, but my father would never have betrayed his queen.
So you are calling me a liar? Love is blind. Back before they left their fiery mark, the Porforians told me your father would come to sell me prosperity. I knew conspiring against the Empire was a bad idea. Afterwards, when I refused to work with the Porforians, they came to teach us a lesson.
From what we know of the Porforians, I don't think it's enough yet to deter them.
The Porforians took prosperity from us the moment that deal was signed. Now our movement drills their oil for nothing, night and day. We have lost the strength to fight. Still, we are afraid. And even though we buried the dead and found a hideaway, I cannot provide shelter for all of them.
We are very sorry to hear your situation. Still, I must insist on our obtaining our father's...
So, you won't let go? Then let's get to business. Help me shelter and protect the good people that are part of this movement. If I see you can be trusted, I will find you the contract that sealed the deal on prosperity. Are you in?
These fabled lands exist after all.
Chapter 3, Prosperity. If anything...
Build us a haven on La Isla, and we can talk about getting you that contract.
Make
The
sail!
Perforians would only exploit us if we tried to resettle ourselves. But with an island under your flag... We will help you, but first you have to help us. I trust your empire no more than the Perforians. We are just pawns in their game.
Are we done? I may have missed some stuff. I had to go deal with a bug that my cat was trying to mess with.
An overwhelmingly positive addition.
Good siblings venture into unknown territories and locate Isabel Sarmento. Will the anti-imperial leader of rebels cooperate? Is she key to the truth about Samuel and the island of prosperity? Alright, so these are the tasks that we have. Warnings. La Isle has been conquered. Alright, good. We have many visitors arriving in Noxium. Right, that's probably because of the festival. So what do we got here? Got an island across the way. Then over here is Isabel and her island. Sort of.
Of course we will take a stand beside you, if you are for freedom and justice.
Several islands, I guess. It's like 2, and she built a middle bit, which seems not very stable, but, you know. She has stuff to sell, which is good. Alright. Let's check back on the New World. So we go to there, and you can go, or check back on the Old World. And see how things are going. We have a festival going, which started in the middle of the expedition. So things are going well here. I'm going to double check that everything I want to is going well. And we get rum, champagne, cigars, and chocolate from festivals. So this one you can see, yeah, occasionally produces extra rum, champagne, cigar, and chocolate. It also makes it so that they're happier, more income, attractiveness. Oh, and the productivity of our crops are up, and the maintenance cost is down. So that's very exciting. It'll earn us a bit of money. Let's see what this little quest is.
Will you work your magic for us? What we do so love to see.
Our work clothes get stuck in the machines day in and day out. We spend our nights stitching every rip back together. Sure would be nice to have some of those fancy sewing machines. Alright.
Help us out, will you, boss?
7 tons of sewing machines.
Spill the sauce.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd have it.
Not
Take 'em.
bad for a big boss.
Ooh, something for the trade union. All mines and quarries. So, what's the difference
Stores
between a
are
mine and
inundated.
a quarry? That's mine, that's a mine.
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
Don't drink on the job, gentlemen. Mine. I'm not sure what quarries are. But we could get a trade union and affect this to be quicker or this to be quicker.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Alright, let's check with the newspaper.
Especially good humor, Governor.
We have a rapturous return. Expedition achieves the unthinkable as the crew surmounts innumerable obstacles and reach their goal. Yeah. You guys have no idea.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
But he'd still like to go on more expeditions. To go get creatures for the zoo. Juicy Island acquired. So we've gotten the island
I'll
in the
do
New World.
10 of what a namby-pamby artisan does a day. Moany bourgeois milksops.
Well, tell us how you really feel, good sir. And then finally, company settles in the tropics. Lady Nox settles first island in the New World. Sticky financial climate at first, but refreshing cloudbursts forecast. That is a very strange sentence. So yeah, we've got the New World and all of that going on. Let's close that before he chimes in again. Everyone keeps interrupting me. So our main goal is to be getting the contract of sale. Let's go ahead and spend some time in the New World. That area seems not too shaky. It's kind of annoying, these rivers running through the land. Doesn't leave a whole lot of space. Got some clay pits, which is good. Okay. So, let's switch over to this type and see what we'll be needing. Timber and wood, as always. Homes will be needing bananas or plantains. Alright. The best space for some fields. Ooh, I don't know. Alright, first we're gonna need a marketplace.
We had to go to press.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep meaning to, like, forgetting to actually tell it to be published. 80, 90. Let's see about... A new island has been discovered. Oh.
We have been too hesitant towards the sea.
I guess it's because of our being allies with her. That she's clearing my map as well. That's exciting. Alright, so now we have the... sort of some stuff built up. I've got the woodcutter, and we have the sawmill built. Not much more we have in the way of supplies, which is a problem, because I don't know how I'm going to build this house without some wood. I might need to buy it. Alright, let's go here. And we'll purchase, how much does it take to build a house? 1. I guess I'll balance it up to 5 for now. And we'll wait for somebody to come by for us. Our other option is to bring a ship over with the wood. Which wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Workforce shortage.
I'm aware. I might grab our... let's see, who's escorting? Let's get the Godspeed. And take it to... this is my island.
On our way.
We'll send it here. And then we'll grab some wood and send it. Send some of this. There we go. Get us good and started, and then we can hit this button and order your ship to move between regions and hit the New World. Confirm. So that guy will head out. How is the... is there like a... how's the red pepper situation? Things it has to travel. It's actually doing better than both those things. The goulash doesn't seem to be producing quite as quickly as everything else. Put that guy there for now. So now we have 2 making the goulash. How is our coal? That's much better. But now we're not making very many steel ingots. Let's go ahead and remove selling that for now. Should probably make another one. I'd hate to do it though. Okay, let's see if we can even afford to do so. We need 200 workers. We have 130. See if we can upgrade to that point. Alright. Sorry guys.
City has grown uglier.
Ooh, that was a steel. I don't need the beams. Sorry to whoever was shouting at me. I was looking at the wrong thing. I caught on eventually. This one only needed 100, so a little bit of a waste, but it should be okay. So let's jump back to the New World and see about if we've purchased any wood. We have. Alright, so now I should be able to build...
You reached a new milestone.
The Age of Tradition, which is good. So those will start building up. At least a couple. Probably just the one, actually. Capsicum, really? Again? Right, let's send out another one. I might actually build another fire station here to cover anything we build this way, but also it's almost always been these couple houses right here. So either we have some people who are not paying attention or it's not covered well enough. I mean, it seems a little excessive, but they are houses built out of like wood and straw and stuff, so I can imagine it's easy for it to catch fire.
Well, if you don't want it, you should share it.
Okay.
I don't need the board telling me whose islands to settle.
Hopefully that's nothing too good in this area. Got plantains, sugar cane, corn, and coffee. We should actually be pretty good with just this island for a bit, I think. Alright, and we're in the positives. I've been changing the layout a little bit because I wasn't happy with the previous one. Let's grab this guy and bring it one. There we go. And then I think I was saying I wanted to go do something, and then I got distracted by my distaste for what I had. So
the festival has ended.
Go back to the old world and produce a new ship. Is there a reason we've run into this island? Ah yes, I was clearing the fog of war in essence. So let's bring the ship down here.
Make
just
sail!
Against the wind, but it'll have to do for now. Head over into here and make a new frigate. And maybe another gunboat. And we'll send both of those to the new world. But I think that's going to have to be where I end it. There was a lot of reading and cutscenes and stuff, so I think this episode is going to be a little longer than it feels like it should be. But we've learned quite a bit. We've made it to the new world. We've made sewing machines for our artisans. So I think we're close to being able to upgrade those. Let's pop over here and see what else they're going to need. Ooh, a new quest.
Sun floods the meadow.
We're going to need to put more people here to get up to basic coats. Not really there. I'm not there to get produce that kind of stuff, so I'm going to wait. I guess we'll grab these guys real quick.
A victim of my own satisfaction, I fear I become entitled.
So photography quest. My precious Annabelle is about to commence her lifelong voyage of learning. She will shine a light so bright on the world. I must have a picture of her with her fellow pupils. Let's go ahead.
From this bright moon, I am yet greedy for starlight.
So we need to take a picture of a school. Okay. His kiddo is starting his first day. That sounds like. So let's go ahead and grab a good photo of that for our end. There you go. Submit.
We have cause for urgent celebration.
All production buildings? Okay, we gotta look at that in a second. Children everywhere are dancing merrily, flowers in their hair, until they hear the news that the misery of school is about to resume. So let's see what that person was before I go. I'm really bad at that, aren't I? Productivity is plus 50%, workforce needed is minus 10%, maintenance cost minus 10%, and chance of riots minus 20%. I'm trying to decide how this is bad because to me it all looks good, but I might be thinking of something backwards. But that all looks really good to me, so... we're gonna think about where this is gonna go. But until then, I think I need to end this episode, so... Oh my god, look at all of our visitors. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.